The Bitcoin sell model is back, and this could end up really bad for Bitcoin. We have seen the time top in for Bitcoin, but we will see the major dump coming next, and this is what you need to worry about. We are seeing major volatility hitting the markets. You need to be patient, but this is what I'm gonna do next for Bitcoin. We will dive into that and way more in today's video, but first of all, please make sure to follow me over on X to never miss something throughout the day in crypto. And of course, please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel. Like this daily update video if you love those updates, and let's dive right away into the chart for now. Because we can see that this sell model is setting up on Bitcoin. What we saw here is the first phase was accumulation phase, the green zone. After that, we saw a pump towards the upside, another accumulation zone for Bitcoin, a major pump towards the upside once again, and accumulation on the top side here. We have seen that happening on Bitcoin. We have seen the first move down happening for Bitcoin as well. But if we look at this sell model, the first move down is not the ending of this sell model. We will see some more downside coming for Bitcoin. If we drop towards the downside, I think we will probably hit the second red box of around $72,000. But even with that, if we drop further towards the downside, that is not the end of this selling. We will probably drop below this accumulation phase, which we are seeing on the sell model as well. So that means that we will probably drop below the $46,000 on Bitcoin. If we see that happening, this is a major opportunity to buy your Bitcoin very cheap. So for now, this sell model tells us we're not done selling, and of course we can spike towards the upside. That's exactly what we are seeing here as well, but in the end of the day we will drop further towards the downside. But unless we are dropping towards the $60,000 towards $40,000 for Bitcoin, that is a major opportunity to buy cheap back your Bitcoin. Then if you look at this time chart is pretty accurate in the past. Every single time we saw a bull market of approximately 1100 days, we saw a drop of approximately a year towards the downside. We have seen that rally happening from 2015 towards 2018. That was approximately 1100 days, and that was where the bear market started, and we dropped massively towards the downside. Then we started a move towards the upside of approximately 1100 days. After that, Bitcoin started to drop towards new lows here. Right here, if we measure this move towards the top side here and towards the time, we can see that we already hit it, that 1100 days. And after that, we saw a drop happening for Bitcoin. If we look at history, and one thing need to be clear, I'm not a real fan of time in the market, so just measuring data on time. But one thing is really important to know, and that is what I'm keeping in my head as well. This chart has been right 4 times for a bear market, and that is something really interesting to know. Of course, I know that time isn't everything in the market. Momentum, volume, money is way more important, but I can't get this chart out of my head because it has been right too many times to ignore this fact. So for this chart, we will probably see a further move towards the downside. And with that, we will see the chart still confirming every single top and every single bottom, only with time. Then if we look at the trades, the opportunities here, we are finally seeing some momentum. We saw a range between those boxes here for over a week. We dropped towards the downside, and I said if we pump back, we can literally short this towards the downside. We have seen that happening, but we saw a major volatility spike, volume spike towards the upside. And this is something you really want to worry for, because the volume is pretty low in the market, and with America opening here, this could end up very bad. So please make sure to not over leverage yourself, because you would be wiped out easily here with such big events. So volatility is kicking in. Where am I looking for? Right here, this is really bad. We are seeing major selling after a pump. we are rejecting the first level of resistance pretty heavily. That means that sell pressure is still winning from buy pressure. What I think we will see a drop towards the $84,000 here. That is where I'm anticipating on to buy spot Bitcoin and to open up a trade towards the $87,000. For now, this doesn't look really good for Bitcoin, and a small drop towards the downside is tend to happen here. If it happens, that is the exact moment you want to open up your trades towards the upside, because right now, the deeper we fall, the more chance it is to see more upside, and the risk to reward ratio is towards the upside. The risk to reward ratio towards the upside is way bigger than right over here and right over here, so keep that in mind. So if we drop towards the downside, $84,000 is the level to look out for. And if something happens in the market, if I see a setup unfolding here, I will keep you posted over on my X page and in my free Telegram link group. It'll first link in the description, so please make sure to follow it as well. And if I share setups, trades, please make sure to take them over on WeX. I will give you the setups. The only thing you need to do is trade it over on WeX. Make sure to sign up on WeX through the link in the description here. And one really excited thing is WeX is giving away 1000 USDT trading bonus to one of you guys if we hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year. So please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel. And if we hit the 500 subscribers, we will give away 1000 USDT trading bonus. And if you follow my setups, you could make easily 3 to 5K from that as well. So please make sure to subscribe and sign up on WeX through the link in the description, and you will enter the giveaway here. Then also, if you look at this rate hikes chart from Japan, every single time Japan hikes his rates, that is not a really good thing for Bitcoin. We have seen it happening in March 2024. After that, we dumped 22% towards the downside. That was not the only time, because we have seen it in July 2024 again. Japan raises his rates, and we saw a big move towards the downside of approximately 31%. That are really big moves. But on January 2025, the exact macro event happened in Japan, and we saw a drop of approximately 32%. So that is something really important to know. If Japan hikes his rates, that will cause for major volatility. And in the past, that started a really big drop towards the downside. And probably Friday, they will hike his rates, and that will cause for major volatility in the market, and who knows, towards the downside here, because history tells us that that is the way to go if we look at the past for Bitcoin. So that's not a really good sign. Then something bullish, what we can see in the open interest chart, we can see that Bitcoin is dropping towards the downside, but the open interest is increasing towards the upside. And this is a really important thing in the market, because think about it. Bitcoin drops, but the more Bitcoin drops, the more interest it will get. And that is a really interesting divergence that will cause for people buying Bitcoin at such low prices. And it's a matter of time for Bitcoin to see a supply shock towards the upside. If everyone wants to buy Bitcoin at such a low levels, we will pump towards the upside. So that is really important to know. We are diverging, so Bitcoin is dropping, open interest is hiking, and that is exactly what we want to see. And that will probably cause the open interest is hiking. That will probably cause for Bitcoin that we will hike as well towards the open interest levels. That was it for today's video. Please make sure to follow me over on X to never miss something throughout the day in crypto. And of course, subscribe over on my YouTube channel, sign up on WeX to enter the giveaway, and I will see you tomorrow by a brand new Crypto Daily Update video.